Hey guys, Bobby here. I know I haven't done a video in a while, but today I just wanted to show you guys my Andre Thorburn. This is the L51 flipper, and this is a really beautiful, beautiful knife. It's probably my most, well, so these are probably my most tube carry knives right now, but we'll go over this one. So first of all, you guys can already hear that. Listen. The sound that this knife makes is incredible. The flipping action, I mean, it is just really amazing. You know, just one of the smoothest knives that you're gonna find out there. Let's go over the blade. So it's about 3.75 inch blade, and as you guys can see, it has this beautiful hand satin finish through the main grind, which is a hollow grind, comes down to a very thin edge, so it's an excellent slicer. You can see it picked up my fingerprints too. Hold on. Excellent slicer. You guys can see right there, mirror polished flats. So very beautiful. I love that swedge. It's about 3.75 inch blade. I'll give you guys a few size comparisons. Here's my Shurgorf 95T. So it's about the same. I mean, it's pretty much exactly the same. This might just be, I mean, barely bigger. Here's a large Sabenza. So you guys can see it just barely, it's barely bigger than a large Sabenza. And we'll do the weight real quick. So I weighed it earlier. It's a little over 5 ounces. But, you know, seeing is believing, right? Boom. 5.5 ounces. 5.05. So, I mean, just barely over 5 ounces. Which, if you look at it, I mean, it's just basically carbon fiber. Carbon fiber clip. Beautifully sculpted carbon fiber. As you guys can see, it's like, it's actually, when I received this, it's a lot thicker than I thought. You guys can see it's contoured very well. Very ergonomic in the hand. I have to say that. It really fills the hand, and it's not obtrusive in the pocket. So, I'll just go over it. I love the pivot. You guys can see it has that, like the mill lines. I like that stepped. It has that kind of stepped, right here, where it's kind of stepped. I love the file work on the back. That's one thing that really drew me to this knife. The hand filing, it's just really nice. G10 backspacer. The pocket clip, so the pocket clip, at first it kind of bothered me. It goes in the pants good, but when I had first got this, so this goes, it went down more. So it's really hard to get out of the pocket. But I took this apart, if you guys could see. So this actually sets in there. So that's milled out, and this sits in there, and then it's screwed. And so I took it apart, and I touched my Dremel. I just touched it on the Dremel like 3 times just to make that angle a little smoother, and now it just goes in and out of the pocket perfect. But before I did that, I contacted Andre. This is Andre Thorburn. So I contacted Andre. I shot him an email. He emailed me back the next day. Actually, his wife did, and you know, I said, can I purchase a pocket clip from you guys? And they said they'd just give me one. So I thought that was really nice. You know, but I fixed this, so I really like it now. They're just gonna mail me a titanium one for free, which I thought was really cool. So you know, that's one thing about buying a knife is, you know, you want to know that the maker stands behind their work like that. So you know, if you have a problem with you know, a production knife, you know, I would just send this to Chris Reeve. They would fix whatever. But it's nice to know that a maker stands behind their work like that too. Flipping action, I just really can't say enough about it. It is by far the smoothest, hardest flipping knife honestly I've ever handled. And you know, I saw Tizzy, he did a video on this, said like the world's best flipper or something like that. I'd have to agree. You guys could just hear that sound. I just love that metal thwack. You know? If you guys can see, so the lock bar, it's kind of cut at an angle, and it just really matches with the blade tang there. So it just sits right in, and there is no movement whatsoever, and you can't even muscle movement, and just extremely smooth. You know, that's one thing is, so this runs on IKBS and single row IKBS, and I'll tell you, it's just as smooth. So this is my Shergoroff cannabis, and so this, let's see if we could, actually it's over here. So see, MRBS, Multirow bearing system, and I mean it's just as smooth, you know, as a multi-row. Okay, maybe just this might be a tad smoother, but I'm telling you, it's not even, yeah, honestly you can't tell. I think once you get to a certain point, you just can't tell anymore. You know, it's not that like loose smoothness, it's like a very precise smoothness. So you guys can see everything's centered, terrific tolerances, and just really beautiful work. Like I said, it's probably, I haven't done a video in a while, but you know, those are probably my two most carried knives right now. Both. So one thing I really like is the functionality, right? So I mean, it's just a terrific slicer. Ergonomics are terrific, no matter how you hold this. Just a really comfortable knife. I like that ramp. The jimping is, I mean, just really effective. You know, you could dig your fingers in there. It's not overly aggressive. You know, it's just, and it really cuts very well because it's ground so thin. You guys can see. Give you a shot at the top. It's really excellent work. So one thing, I did buy this used, and so that's one thing about the secondary market, right? So there's knives that, you know, I mean, they could be like a $500-600 or let's say $700 knife, and on the secondary market, you know, because it's so sought after, they could go for $1,500, you know, upwards $2,000 or more. And then there's other knives that I think are just very, very underappreciated, that you could get, you know, for under what the maker had charged, and this was one of those. So probably about, I got this probably, you know, a little more than the price of a Sebenza, which as soon as I picked this up in my hand, I remember the very first time I held it, it was like extreme quality, you know, I mean, you just feel it. As soon as I got it in my hand, I was like, wow, just extreme quality. So one thing you guys could see, everything is super even. So for the lock bar, you see how the lock bar sticks out just a tad, and so it just makes disengaging it super easy. And I would say, I wish that it was chamfered like that, but it's not uncomfortable at all. Those edges are not sharp at all. As you guys can see, so sides are all anodized, kind of this gold color. Kind of stands out, just like a light gold, and I really like it. I think it's the only one Andre's done like this, and it has a blue, you guys see like baby blue inside each of the files. So just terrific work, and so there's a number 22 right there. So I'm not sure if this is the 22nd one made, but I'll just say, guys, this is a terrific knife. I love it. I don't see this ever leaving my collection. I've sold a ton of knives. My collection is actually down pretty low, but this one's definitely staying forever. So I really like it. But Well, guys, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.